Perhaps the most powerful thing about social good, and the thing I've personally witnessed, is the fact that capital historically tends to live in certain geographies. And that's no longer true. Capital tended to live in London and Zurich and New York and Silicon Valley and Tokyo, these big centers that have trillions of collective dollars floating around. And if you want to get some of it, you have to live there. You have to have access to it. You have to have networks there. But all the time we see people with amazing business ideas all across the world. It can be in Bolivia with a cattle farm. It can be in South Africa in the townships and try to build some homes there at a very low cost with high returns. In many cases, these investments are significantly better than the investments you would get in these jurisdictions. So the key thing that our industry is bringing is it's creating one world market, one global market for everybody together, and every single person has equal access to that marketplace, not just for payments, but also for credit, also for equity financing. Very soon, we're going to have this thing called the security token revolution. Many people in this room are going to be participants of that. It's not just about making securities better and getting cross-border settlement and making it easier to communicate with your investors and creating liquidity for SMEs. It's also about saying we can build a global stock market, a global VC for the poorest people in the world who need the capital the most to upgrade their countries. And pair that with that self-sovereign identity, and pair that with the tracking and traceability and the ability to know that people are spending money correctly, you can create some of the safest, most auditable investments in the world for the poorest people in the world. It's a pretty amazing concept, and this is the future that we're marching our way towards in the next 10 to 20 years. So I think this invention perhaps is the best invention in history for the poorest and the least amongst us. What this is all about, our movement, has always been about killing the middlemen of necessity. The middlemen of necessity are the Ubers and the Airbnbs and the Facebooks of the world, and they always do the same thing. They take over a marketplace and then they get to decide the rules, and the rules always favor them. So if we get rid of the middlemen, what it means is there's more money for the edges. And those edges will now include the 3 billion poorest amongst us.